Hey guys, what's up? This is Mel, and I'm here to talk about Arrow episode 417, titled Beacon of Hope, which premiered Wednesday, March 30th, 2016 on the CW. So guys, let's get right into a 10-minute clock and let's begin. So what is something new that we learned in this episode? So this episode has the enemy of Brie Larvin, who is Felicity's nemesis from Central City, which we saw in episode 118 of The Flash last year. So this time, Brie breaks herself out of prison by hacking into the prison records and changing her release date. And her mission today is to get the bio implant for herself that Felicity has that helped her walk again, because Brie has a tumor on her spinal cord. The only reason why she's walking at this moment is because she has a bunch of her bees surrounding that spot in her spine, allowing her to walk. So Brie shuts down all of the Palmer Tech building, trapping the board members, Felicity, Thea, and Donna Smoke inside. And then she finds out that Felicity is the one with the only prototype for the bioimplant, and it happens to be in her spine. So the whole episode revolves around Brie trying to get Felicity to give her that prototype, or at least information on how to create that prototype. And just when they think they were going to get out, Brie realizes, based off the coding within Palmer Tech, that Felicity was the hacker that had sent her to prison originally. So now she wants Felicity dead for that. So there's that. Also, outside of Palmer Tech, we see Curtis Holt discovering the location of the Arrow Cave and the team's identities while he's sick with a cold. So at times he thinks that he's hallucinating everything, which is kind of funny. So, since Felicity and Thea are stuck inside Palmer Tech, Curtis kind of steps up in Felicity's absence to help the team get inside the building, since they are against a hacker like Brie Larvin. So, there's that. On a side note from that whole storyline, we see Damien Darhk still in prison, and he's being told by Malcolm that no one from Project Genesis is coming to get him out. Apparently, they liked it better when he's in prison than out killing members of their own team and stuff like that. But apparently one of the cellmates, the guy with his mouth sewn shut, Murmur I think he was, he manages to fight a few of Damien Darhk's enemies inside the prison for a price, from the looks like it. I don't know what happens essentially. I will admit I had a phone call during one of those major scenes, so it's like I was kind of like, what happened? I don't know. So, anyways, also at the very end of the episode, we see Malcolm Merlin appear. It seems like he's working with Andy Diggle. So that's like, how did that happen? He talked about mutual friends, or being friends of a friends, and like knowing the same people in similar circles and stuff like that. It was all confusing and very shocking to begin with. So moving on though from that, most shocking moment of the episode has to be Andy Diggle apparently being involved with Malcolm Merlin in his dangerous deeds, from the looks of it. The last time we saw Andy was John Diggle bringing Andy home to Lila and meeting baby Sarah, or toddler Sarah, and I believe that was the last time we saw Andy. He was trying to get on the right path, so apparently it looks like he went down his old roots once again. So top 3 favorite moments. First one has to be Curtis finding the Arrow Cave. Pretty much it's Curtis Holt in this whole episode, because he basically rambles like Felicity, plus he's also sick, so it kind of doesn't stop his filter as well. He's also in love with all the technology. He's trying to hack his way in to help the team. He's also fascinated by what the team could do and the technology around them. So basically Curtis is displaying what we the fans see. Well, I guess when they first introduced the new Arrow Cave and the excitement in that, you kind of see that through Curtis today, and finding out all the new identities and such like that. So that was pretty fun to see. It was great to see just how he would react and how receptive he'd be to all of it. So that was great. Another favorite moment for me has to be Thea and Felicity having to find a way to fight back against Brie without exposing themselves to Donna Smoke, who was just hilarious in her own commentary about the situation. But I think the ladies happened to do pretty well in hiding who they truly were. Another favorite moment has to be Laurel helping Oliver deal with his breakup with Felicity. In a way, it was weird because they are exes with a very bad history with each other. But the fact that Laurel was willing to help Oliver through this, it shows how much growth they have between them and how much things have changed for them. So I like that part about them. The fact that Oliver wasn't wallowing by himself, and the fact that Laurel recognized that he needed someone to talk to, or someone to tell him that how the situation is or how it could be, or stuff like that. So top 3 peeved moments. First one is that Felicity refuses to join Team Arrow again. I'm still going to keep saying it because she's been such an integral part since season 1, and now she's just not on it. It's like you're taking an important cog out of a very well-oiled machine, and now that machine is not going to function as properly anymore. So it's just that. Another peeved moment for me was, I swear they said the phrase beacon of hope so many times in this episode, it got grating. Like, I get it, it's the title of the episode, but once or twice, even once is enough to say in the episode. Don't keep repeating it over and over again just to prove a point. It's just me. It's been a week since I've seen the episode and since I'm recording right now, so maybe I'm exaggerating, but I just felt like it was said so many times. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Another peeved moment. I had thought of it, and now I've lost it. I hate when that happens. I mean, I should have wrote it down and everything, but it's like literally I just had that thought, and it just went zoom, gone. So yeah, if I think about it, I'll bring it up. But what's the moment I'll remember most in this episode? It has to be the fact that Curtis Holt found the Arrow Cave, for sure. It has to be that one. So moving on to random questions. After what Curtis told his husband Paul about realizing that his place is with him and not out chasing some fantasies, do you think Curtis will return to the Arrow Cave to fill Felicity's spot on Team Arrow? I hope so. But then again, I understand why he won't. So there's that. Oh, I remember the peeved moment. Third peeved moment was the fact of Oliver's angry rant towards Curtis Holt and why he shouldn't take light of the situation. It was when Curtis wanted to celebrate the small victory, and Oliver just pounced on that small victory, saying that everyone was so stuck in the building. We didn't win anything yet. So Oliver's hostility towards Curtis in that moment was what pissed me off, because this guy didn't have to help Oliver to begin with, and yet he's getting all this backlash from him. So that was the peeved moment that I had thought of and then lost. So there's that. So moving on to the second question I had, what plans does Felicity have for reworking Palmer Tech? She mentioned to Thea that one of the reasons why she joined Team Arrow was because she wanted to make a difference. Now that she's left the team, she wants to make a difference in a different way, and she thinks she can do that through Palmer Tech. So I'm wondering how she's going to do that. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Last question, what is Andy Diggle up to? I have a very bad feeling what he has gotten himself into, and I'm curious as to just how close of an eye John is having on his brother, if he knows that he's always had his actions hidden from him before in the past. I mean, learn from your mistakes, people. I mean, seriously. So moving on to predictions, based off the promo for episode 418, we see that someone is going to die at 11:59. I mean, that is what the episode is called, 11:59. I didn't even make the connection until the promo popped up, so just so you know. We also see Andy Diggle pitting John Diggle and Oliver against each other while Oliver is masked as the Green Arrow. We also see Malcolm going against Thea. Based off the synopsis, though, for the episode, we see Malcolm planning to break Damien Dark out of prison, which is what Oliver is trying to prevent. We also see Felicity talking with Curtis, a little heart-to-heart, probably about him finding the Arrow Cave and possibly thinking of joining the team. Maybe. And also, it says that Laurel gets a surprising offer. Don't know what that can mean, whether that's a personal level, professional level, or a vigilante level. Who knows? But overall prediction, though, that flash-forward death that we've been warned about since episode 401 is finally going to happen in this next episode, like I've been saying. I told you it was bound to happen around March, April, when we're going to have that little brief hiatus, that last hiatus bit before the rest of the episodes of the season air. So it's definitely going to happen, but who's it going to be? That's the big question today. And after seeing the promo for the next episode, is it possible that John Diggle is going to be the death that we're worried about? I have a very bad feeling about that. If that's the case, what if it's Andy Daigle that causes John's death? What if it's Malcolm Merlin that causes his death? I don't know. I really hope it's not John Daigle, but I could definitely see it being him with the reaction that Oliver gave, with the reaction that Felicity gave, telling Oliver that it is okay to kill the guy who killed whoever is in that grave. And there's the timer. And also the fact that Barry was late to visiting the grave, but the fact that Barry even showed up shows that he knows who had died as well. So John Daigle is a very good possibility, which I hope is not. But that's what it, guys. What did you guys think of the episode? What did you like about it? What did you think things could mean now for the team? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos if you haven't done so already. Also, if you want more information about Arrow, whether that's promos, sneak peeks, web clips, synopses, quotes, dialogue, GIFs, anything like that, check out my Tumblr page. Link for that will be down below. There's 2 links. Link for the episode itself, as well as link for this page that shows all the tags related to the Arrowverse. So check those 2 out if you want. And that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. Sorry for the quality of my voice. I'm still recovering from a cough. Can you believe that? Also, sorry for the delay in all these videos. Work has been crazy. I found out all the files I used for these videos. One of the files is now corrupted. Trying to figure out how to fix that. So I'm trying to do the videos as best I can without that file. But, yeah, so hopefully in the next week or 2, I can get things back on track. And I hope you stay around with me for that. So, until next time, please check in then for the new episode. But until then, this is Mel wishing you all a great day, great week, wherever you are. Till then, bye for now.